What's going on, you guys? So I am coming to you guys today with some information that I think is going to help us all be able to put together the puzzle and the mystery of the Keneeka Jenkins death, okay? I am going to start off by saying thank you so much to all of you all who have been working so hard with getting information and even reaching out to certain people and actually being able to have a conversation with some of these people that have a little bit more knowledge than we do. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it is the very reason that I was able to discover what I've discovered. So I was watching a YouTube video and there was a guy that was a YouTuber that was talking to a guy on the phone. Now this is not the video with the girl and the guy talking and him breaking stuff down. This is not that video. This is a male YouTuber who actually was talking on the phone to another male, and what he was talking about in the video, a lot of people let the shit go over their head because of the fact we were more so focused, and I'm not just gonna say a lot, it was me too, but we were more so caught up in trying to understand how the hell he knew what he knew, all the information that he was saying, you know, that was going on. It was kind of like, was he a part of this? Like, was he, how you know all of this that was going on? And so for some strange reason I decided to go back and look at the video again, okay, and actually listen to understand what he was trying to say rather than listening to actually have a response to what he had to say. So what caught my ear in particular was when he started to talk about the video edits. And when he said this, it immediately caught my attention, right? And what he said made so much sense that I almost like dropped the phone in disbelief. Like, how have we not realized this? And I'm almost 100% sure that there are people out here who have realized this that have not come out and said anything, just out of the fear of their safety, or just because they're, you know, maybe camera shy or whatever the case may be. But I'm sure that I'm not the only person. So what he said in this video was that, not verbatim, but he said something is this: the video that we're seeing is an edited version of events that took place that night. However, it is not the edited version of the events in which we believe has taken place, such as the fact that there was an actress walking down a hallway pretending to be Keneeka, or the fact that there was other people in the hallway carrying her. I'm sorry, there were other people in the hallway like walking her to the kitchen. He was basically saying that is not what's going on. That's not at all what's going on. And for us to wake up to understand that this is just a video in which never even took place at the hotel that night. None of this that we're seeing her walking down the hallway, staggering in the hallways, walking in the kitchen, none of it ever happened. What he was saying is that it is just photos inside of photos on top of more photos of Keneeka to create the image of Keneeka walking down the hallways, okay? Doesn't make sense, you know, when you first hear that, because you're like, how the hell are they taking pictures on top of pictures to do that? Like, that doesn't make any sense at all. But then when you come to think about it, it's kind of like a puzzle. It's like a puzzle piece in which they put together to create an illusion, okay? Now, what I believe they did is that they took pictures of Keneeka that night. After Keneeka was passed out and or dead, someone took photos, okay? And in these photos, what they did was they created the image of her standing up, and then the image of her walking. Now, a lot of people may think that's just entirely too much. It'll take too much work, but not really. Because if you pay attention to the kitchen footage, to the hallway footage before she walks into the kitchen, and to the footage in which we see her before even getting downstairs by the freezer or by the kitchen, she looks the same. She's staggering the same. She's hits the wall on cue, same, in every single video. But the only difference is is that some of those videos which caught our eyes, which is when, you know, we were saying how when she was in the kitchen it looked like somebody had to be guiding her, because there was no way she could stand up and walk like that. Well, the problem with that is that it was never anyone guiding her. In fact, she was never even walking. Okay, what it is that this is the same, we're looking at the same exact video over and over again, just placed in a different place in the hotel. And because there is no wall for her to fall back on, or because there is no rail for her to grab, and because there is no you know, there is no camera of her when she's in the kitchen. You know how that image of her when she looks directly up and she's looking directly in the camera before she passes it? That's exactly what we're seeing her do in the kitchen as well, right? So when she has her head back and she walks to the kitchen, I mean, she walks toward the freezer, and she gets right in that little area before she disappears, like completely out of the damn kitchen. She has her head back as if she was just like it was when we seen her in the hallway walking past that camera. So what that means is that that's the same exact video. It's the same exact video, just her placed in a different area of the hotel. So it wouldn't take much time for them to just create the image of her walking. Once they've created that, they can place her anywhere they want in the hotel. But what if I told you that we have been looking at all this footage in the wrong direction, literally? Meaning, what if the pictures, the images that we're seeing in these photos, I mean in these videos, are just a bunch of different photos that have been cropped and rotated to create Keneeka. And in those images that has been cropped and rotated, if you flip it in the right direction, you can actually see what's going on. See, it's kind of like a puzzle, right? So I've taken a lot of screenshots, which I will show to you all in this video. And in these screenshots, what captured me was the fact that I was seeing so much in one picture. You know, in one screenshot, there was so many faces, you know, that you were seeing, and it's kind of like you want to believe that it's just a glitch, or maybe you're seeing things, or maybe it's just not there, that, you know, it's just because of the camera quality, it looks like this is what it's creating. But what if those faces that you see, because I know I'm not the only one that sees different faces throughout their screenshots, and it's kind of like you don't want to think that you seeing that, because it's kind of scary, because you're like, shit, is this demons that's looking at me, or what the fuck? I know, because I that's exactly what I went through in the process of looking at these pictures like this. I literally second guessed myself. I questioned it. I started to worry, because I'm like, oh my god, like, am I tripping? Like, am I seeing demons? I don't want to look into this damn, you know, phone and then become possessed, and, you know, whatever. I was going through it, okay? Don't judge me, because I know I'm not the only one. But in the midst of me doing that, as I began to look at the pictures and the screenshots, I began to see more and more faces. And it's just like, this cannot possibly be me tripping, okay? It cannot be me tripping. This has to be something. So I started rotating my pictures and flipping them, and I began to see, and I'm like, if Keneeka Jenkins walked herself in the hallway, walked herself in these kitchens, and there was nobody else in there, nobody in the kitchen, nobody in the hallways with her, nobody guiding her, we would have not seen the blurs, how many blurs there were in the video, okay? And I'm going to show you a photo of me blurring out certain stuff to show you guys exactly what they did, and you can see where they did it at in the photos that I took a picture of. But I'm like, the quality of the video is not that bad, because when I watched the video of them at the front desk, like with them all out in the lobby, I didn't seem to have that problem where I'm seeing all these blurs and all of these faces. Okay, it was really not, it wasn't the best quality, but it wasn't giving me the same problems that I was getting when I was looking at these images of Keneeka. And so I began to realize that if I am correct, if we were to screenshot and print all of our screenshots, and I'm not saying like frame by frame by frame, but I'm just saying, like, if we were to get enough people to print off screenshots of that night, I'm sure if we put those photos together, we will be able to piece up a picture. These are photos that they took and had to Photoshop it.